Greetings, everyone. This is the Hipster Snek, and today I am trying out One Halloween Night, a terrifying and realistic horror experience, according to the game itself. I found this on itch, it looked interesting, and we are gonna get started. It's Halloween night, and you got the house to yourself. Your grandmother had a sudden injury, and your parents thought it best to spend the night with her just to be safe. As you're 14 now, your parents kept you home for the night to manage the trick-or-treaters. Just after your parents left home, you bought a small box of candy prepared for the evening. They should only be gone for the night, and everything should run smoothly. All right, sounds like a plan. All right. Pick up. Okay, honey, we'll be at Grandma's overnight. Daughter said it's nothing to worry about, but suggested that we stay with her for the night. Yeah, I got the candy, by the way. Oh, good. Just remember to clean the yard if the kids leave wrappers everywhere. You know how it goes. Yeah, okay. Love you. Oh, and don't freak yourself out if you hear anything strange downstairs. That old water pump's been acting up recently. It sometimes makes some sturgling noises. If it starts up, just go down and give it a smack. That should temporarily stop the noise. Got it. Love you. Love you too, honey. That's such a weirdly specific thing to draw my attention to. It's implied that I live in the same house. Throw, drop, interact, proceed, movement. Okay. Well, seems to be getting late. Should probably get set up. Candy for the bowl should be in my bedroom if I remember correctly. Wow, I'm a pretty tall 14-year-old, so that's pretty great. Throw a box and bowl. All right, fair enough. Cannot run, I cannot crouch, and I cannot jump. Why is it like sheer dark? Like just a wall of dark. Okay, it's probably my parents' room anyway. Bathroom? Yeah, master bathroom. Cool. So once again, don't appear to have a flashlight. Ah, a normally lit room. What is this? I cannot tell what that is. At any rate, if this is my room, the candy should be in here. Yep, there we go. Wait, what? Oh, that's my closet. I was like, why? Why is there another sheer dark room? It's like, it's my closet. Okay. Yeah, closets typically are a bit on the darker side. Fine, whatever. Wait, that's the front door? Or is that the front door? Nothing too good this year. Just some small candies. Well, they were good enough for me to eat half the box. Hope the kids don't mind. I'm watching some TV while I wait for the night to start. Shouldn't be too long. Seems reasonable. All right, let's do it. What are we feeling? Nightmare on Elm Street, Halloween, Friday the 13th, Pumpkinhead, Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. Ah! Sounds like the trick-or-treaters are here. Much later than I expected. Maybe a short night after all. Better answer the door. All right. Hey, kid. What's up? Happy Halloween. What a great costume. How did you manage to get that on your head? Just give me the candy. I'm too old for this. Right. I'll grab it. Yeah, that's all you get, punk. Get out of here. I'm not going to sit back down? Kind of assumed I'd be sitting back down. No. Ooh, got Killer Clown. What's up? Trick or treat. Happy Halloween. What a great costume. That's scary, actually. I grab a candy. Don't do anything to attack me, murder clown. Get out of here. Boom. Alright, I guess this is just proactive. I thought I'd be going and sitting down in between each round. I guess I can just be that creep who leers in the window. Ooh. Why is my neighbor's yard flashing? Happy Halloween. Great costume. What a scary skeleton. And the skeleton from your nightmares. The skeleton gets good candy. You will no longer haunt your dreams. Alright, I'll grab your candy. I mean, at least you got a bit going. You're more creative than a lot of kids are. Yeah, when I was a kid, this is going to date me. I had a Ninja Turtle costume. My cousins and I, we're talking 87 turtles. We're talking old school retro throwback here. You look like a grown man. Is he my younger brother? Supposed to put the skull mask on. It's oddly intrigued with skeletons. Not too sure why. Oh, he also has a skull mask on, if you haven't already noticed. Yeah, he came to us before you. Said something about haunting my dreams? Damn, what's gotten into him lately? If you got some candy, I wouldn't mind a piece. It's the least I deserve after watching over my brother. I gotcha. I gotcha, fam. Here you go, man. You have a weird scarecrow in front of our house? Oh, yeah, it does. I couldn't really see it because my neighbor's house is strobing for some inexplicable reason. We got 2 scarecrows. Guess we're that one house that just goes really big on decorating every year. Hey there, happy Halloween. What a spooky costume. Ooh, I'm a ghost. I see that. Like some candy? Yes. I mean, hey, you're committed, so... What? Oh, did I miss? Hang on. There you go. Where'd the other piece go? Oh, dang. We really committed to the bit. My parents must be like huge Halloween heads. That's cool. You know, get into the spirit of things. It's fun. Everyone has fun. Get to eat candy. I don't really bother decorating, but I'm an old fart, so... Like I said, I went as an 87 Ninja Turtle. I'm old. Hey, kid. Trick or treat. Happy Halloween. Like some candy? Yes. Coming right up, buddy. Alright. There you go, man. Hey, some kids are shy. I get it. This is weirdly wholesome. If it actually didn't turn out to be a horror experience and was just like a weird story about passing out candy and talking to random people, I'd actually be pretty okay with that. Bro, why you gotta walk so weird? Whoa, man, that costume's awesome. Thank you, kind sir. I must describe myself as a huge Halloween enthusiast. I take great pride in my attire. Each year I produce something different. This year I chose a clown. Oh, you did a great job. Even though your move's quite creepy. I try my best. Grab you some candy. Appreciate it. Oh, I missed again, didn't I? Center of mass. Cool. Actually, funny enough, not too long ago, Ditaku sent me a link to a YouTuber, Bouncy the Clown, and her whole thing is a YouTube channel full of historical facts about clowns. It was actually, it's been quite engaging. Ooh, so we got a vampire? Hey, dude. Happy Halloween, great costume. Always been scared of vampires. Bro, how old do I look? Just hand over the candy. Alright, you know what? You cut to the heart of the matter. I cannot fault you. That actually reminded me a little bit of Kiosk, you know, with that weird, like, kinda low-res, uncanny, but, like, kind of tongue-in-cheek writing. If there was some shared DNA or at least some inspiration, I would not be at all surprised. I don't know, vampires are kind of played out. I get the idea of the gothic horror behind them, but so many things try to romanticize them, and it's just lame. Hey, happy Halloween, kid. Wait, there's candy here too? Yeah, of course. This place is a jackpot. What do you mean? I'm just giving out the simple stuff. What are you talking about? Your dad or grandfather's just outside of your backyard. He's giving out full-sized chocolate bars. Full-sized! My parents are not home, which you shouldn't just volunteer to strangers, by the way. Just hand over the candy. Round 2. So that means someone's just chilling in my yard. That's not great. Which means I probably need to investigate. I mean, as a horror protagonist, this is now my problem. In real life, I'd be calling the cops. Can I help you? Hey, what are you doing? Just spreading the Halloween spirit. Remember when houses used to give out the good stuff? This is my house. Right, well, no harm done. Why you gotta make it weird? What does that old man think he's doing? Why on my property? Probably call mom and give her a heads up. I can click on the door through the text box. Alright, just making sure. Alright. There's just some weird old fart sitting on my lawn, and I don't even know where to start with that. Hey, honey, everything alright? Let me guess, you ate all the candy and you ran out. No, Mom. But something odd happened? What happened? Some old guy set up in my backyard giving large candy to kids. He wasn't dressed up either, he was just wearing casual clothes. When I went to confront him, he didn't say much and just left. He even left his setup on our lawn. You know what? You shouldn't have to worry too much. It's probably just some lonely guy. If he didn't threaten you, it should be fine. Still weird, though. Don't get me wrong, it is for sure. But don't freak yourself out. It's Halloween, for goodness sake. People get odd. That is true. Alright, thanks, Mom. Side check in. No problem, honey. If anything else happens, don't hesitate to call me. Okay, love you, Mom. Love you, too. I mean, it's true. He was odd, but he wasn't in any way menacing or threatening. He didn't even imply anything. He just seemed to be kind of weirdly nostalgic for the Halloween season. But still, if some dude set up camp on my lawn, I would probably be calling the police as a just-in-case kind of measure. Well, nobody's come in the longest while. I think the night's ended. Or at least, I hope so. Turn off your lights, dude. Who cares? Mom mentioning something about the front lawn? Something like collecting the wrappers? I think I'm supposed to get that done now. If kids are eating the candy while they're running around, then... I don't know, I never did that as a kid. Like, I wouldn't bother eating it until I'd gotten home and gotten, like, a stock of what I had. Garbage bags from the kitchen, I believe. I don't know, like, is that, like, the common thing? Like, where people are eating as they go? I didn't ever really bother doing that. Maybe I'm the weird one? Who knows? What is this magazine? Home Sweet Home. Ah, garbage bag. Good to go. Whoops. That is not the hallway. Also, props. This is not like the generic Unity house I'm so used to seeing. You play a lot of indie horror games, you really get into like a groove of seeing the same 2 or 3 houses over and over. Bro, come on. That is strange. Old man's setup is no longer here. He must have quietly packed up. I mean, that's less work for me. Who cares? He guys went all out on the body bags. I think that's all. Should throw this away. My neighbor's house is no longer strobing, so that seems to be a good sign. The external door opens outwardly? Okay. Guess kitchen trash? Ah, perfect. I expected to get jump scared already. I'll give you credit. You have great restraint, game dev. Feeling quite hungry. Some leftover pizza in the fridge from last night. I think that could work. Let's warm it up in the oven. I mean, I have an air fryer and an oven and a microwave. And which one gets used really just kind of boils down to how much of a rush I'm in. I really feel like something should have happened by now. do, 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 do. Have a look out the window, make sure there's no creeps. And there isn't. This is way too peaceful. Ah, pizza time. So am I going to sit at the table like a normal human? I often eat on the couch. At least when my parents are gone. Alright, fine, have it your way. Still expecting something like barge in at any second. It's, what is that? Oh, do I just hold it? Oh, okay, I just hold it. I'm watching Season of the Witch? Why is it crunchy? I guess there's olives and there's like peppers on there. Yeah, okay, that'd be a little crunchy, I guess. Alright, go to the comments. Are you guys a air fryer, microwave, or oven reheater when it comes to your pizza? I'd be curious. I mean, there's Mike Myers, but Mike Myers wasn't in Season of the Witch. I hope this isn't copyrighted. That'd be a real bummer. Okay. Once again, I kind of feel like something should have happened. That was mid. Strange aftertaste. Feeling sleepy. Not that late, but I can hardly keep my eyes. 10:30 is pretty late when you work a full-time job, so this guy is definitely a teen. Head upstairs and get changed. See my pajamas in the bedroom closet. Oh, I appear to be standing on the couch. I was like, why am I so much higher? That's weird. It's weird that, like, 10:30 is... Wait, no, this is my room. There we go. Bump. This is my room, right? Why can't I... Oh, I had to change clothes. Time for bed. Hopefully my parents arrive early tomorrow. What are you worried about? As a teenager, I couldn't wait for my parents to leave me in the house by myself. Get some peace and quiet. Get some quality gaming time in. 11:59 p.m. So I've been asleep for all of like an hour and a half. Okay. We're gonna do like a paralysis demon? What? Oh. I don't see the water pump in the basement. I remember Mom mentioning that it acts up. And I was wondering when that was going to come up. Better go check it out. Man, that piece of junk. Yeah. Definitely. Am I moving even slower now? Alright. I'm assuming a jump scare is incoming. Yep, definitely. Nothing bad ever happens in a basement in a horror setting. It is so freaking dark, I can barely navigate. I think I fixed it? At least for now. Of course, this happened when I just began to fall asleep. You take longer to fall asleep than I do. Should go back to bed. Alright. Just in time for Slasher Man to get me. I mean, I'm literally pinned right now. If I get through this doorway and nothing stops me... Yeah, you had me cornered, and you didn't even take advantage of it. I am in awe. Bro, seriously? If someone rings my doorbell at midnight, I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear it. Let's see if the game gives me that option. Nope. I didn't hear a thing. Nope. Looks like I am obligated to deal with this. Which is, of course, the most foolish thing I could do, and ergo the thing I'm going to do. Horror protagonists are a different breed. Zero survival instincts. to some dude. Bro, what? Give it back. I know you took it. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What are you talking about, kid? You took my candy, you snatched it and ran inside your house. Saw you just now. Listen, kid, I have no idea what you're talking about. I just got up from bed. Why are you out this late? It's almost midnight. Get back home, kid. You're seeing things. That was strange. What did that kid think he was doing? Ringing doorbells at night. Why was he still awake? Why were you answering? Whatever. Just gotta get back to bed. Okay, this is a personal thing. You might be going, Snek, you're being paranoid. Yeah, maybe. But I prefer having doors closed when I'm asleep. First off, I sleep remarkably lightly, and small things will disturb me very easily while I'm sleeping. So having the door shut is just easier for me. If you're wondering how I do that with two cats, well, it's not always easy, because sometimes they want to snuggle, and sometimes they want to zoom me at 3 a.m. and bounce off my head. Not my favorite thing. My throat, so dry. Can't sleep. Need water. Should be some in the fridge. Downstairs. Bro, you were getting like 0 sleep tonight. You were going to be completely exhausted. Provided no one murders you in the meantime. Again, horror protagonist. Like, you are basically just one big walking lemming. Does it have enough light to kind of navigate? It's still way darker than I feel it should be, but... Okay, I apparently just keep that lamp on just in case of situations like this. Did I pull that water out of the freezer? That would be rock solid. Even if you put it there before you went to bed, it's been 2 hours. Yeah, that'd be solidified. Much better. Head back upstairs. Then in an hour, you're just going to need to get up to, use the bathroom. Really set yourself up for failure here, hero. I am genuinely shocked. Just like, in terms of raw pacing, like, you have a bunch of intrigue plot lines and you haven't acted on any of them. Like, there's not been an emotional payoff, by which I mean mostly me being jump scared, which is generally what I expect from this. I'm actually kind of impressed that you've decided to take it slow. A lot of indie game devs don't show that measure of restraint. Nah, we're going the home invasion route. Okay. See, that's apparently like a really common fear. Yeah. Alright, that's just a dude. So is dude gonna jump scare me? What do you think you're even going to get? No, maybe he's just a psycho who wants to kill me. So what do I do here? Just interact? Or am I just waiting? Oh! No, apparently I am so boring that he decided I'm not even worth killing. He literally took one look at me and went, nope, this guy is so pathetic, it's not even worth killing him because that would probably improve his lot in life. It's that old guy from earlier. He's in my house. Escape or hide. So, this is an interesting little conundrum we've found ourselves in now, isn't it? Now see, in real life, neither of these would be my option. I own a gun. I actually own several. And home invasion is not one of my fears because I am heavily armed and well trained in use of those weapons. And yeah, I would literally just eviscerate them. I would turn them into a fine pink mist and then, issue a insurance claim for the damage they've done to the lock or window or what have you. Because I don't play those games. But it seems like home invasion is one of those things that a lot of indie game devs are really, really terrified of, because this seems to just come up a lot. I mean, he knows I'm here. He literally was staring straight at me. So I think it's interesting that these are even my options. But given the circumstances, if you have a clear line out, I would say escape. I need to get out of his house. Now, before that creep notices me, I need to run to my neighbor for help. Which neighbor? And where is he right now? Oh, he was in the basement? Okay. But if he's immediately going to run out of the basement, that just means that that's an immediate dead end. I don't know what to do. Okay. Where would I even hide? Do we have to go through this again? Shouldn't the checkpoint have been during the decision whether I was going to run or hide? Yeah, but he got me, like, right here on the stairs. So either he has some kind of path through the house and I just happen to have really bad luck, or, like, running will always get you caught. So I don't really know what to make of that. I also didn't even hear the guy coming. That just happened. Like, do you not lock your doors? Like, genuine question. So here's where this kind of stops making any sense. Is like, I'm just laying here in bed and I can clearly see all the way around me. And he comes in, looks directly at me, and then just leaves. If he wanted to kill me, then he should have just done it. He can very clearly see me just chilling out over here. Yeah, don't murder me. So, like, the decision to run or hide doesn't even really make sense in context. He knows I'm here. All right, let's try the hide option. Maybe I'll have better luck. The downtime between a fail state and starting over again is way too long. Like, I think for a lot of people, that would actually be a bit of an I quit moment. Oh, I think I'm under the bed. Which, again, I maintain is pointless because he's already seen me. So at that point, moving around would actually alert him to my presence. ... Where are you, kiddo? I got some treats for you. Got a chocolate bar and a bag of candy. Under the bed's the first place he's gonna look. So, like, this is guaranteed a dead end. Oh, hey, happy coincidence. Guess that worked out for me. Oh, dang, they're already on the scene. They wasted no time. I guess at this point I can go see what's going on. Old timer tried to leg it after that. Wait, why did we cut to black? Oh, that might be the ending. I felt so relieved to hear the sounds of sirens. Turns out the man across the street had been awake for a while. He couldn't sleep, so he was sitting by his window just watching the neighborhood. Your parents had told him they'd be gone for the night. This is why you don't tell people this. And has to keep an eye on the place. You always been a little creeped out by him, the way he'd stare too long. Tonight, he noticed something strange. He saw movement inside your house. At first, he thought it was you, maybe getting a drink or heading upstairs. Though he saw a second figure move behind you, he knew something was wrong. He called the police right away. By the time they arrived, the old man had already been in your house for a while. You never liked that neighbor. Oh, okay, we're talking about two different neighbors in this context. Okay, that was a little confusing. Tonight, he saved your life. We captured the old man quickly, and later you learned he was an escaped patient from a nearby secure facility. He wasn't out to harm anyone specifically, but you were in real danger. All right. You've been saved. Other ending? No, don't put me back here. Okay. I have elected that I'm going to give this one last stab to try to make the run for it. Failing that, I'm just going to stop. Because I'm going to say, like, with regards to your pacing, you kept your cards very close to your sleeves the entire game. Your sleeves, close to your chest the entire game. And you know what? I salute you for it. You set up, you got some laughs out of the player, and then you kind of prepared them for the payoff. And the big payoff is the moment with the creep in the room and you making a decision. So, well done. You have set this checkpoint way too far back. At the pace the character moves and the rate at which this event happens, you are kind of disrespecting the player's time. At this point, like the respawn point should just be the decision. You are making us go through completely meaningless motions right now. Like, and the fact, again, I cannot run, so I can't make this scene any faster. I can't skip this scene. I have to go through it. You had some good fake outs, like the whole water heater thing was very clearly a setup to make people assume worst case scenario. So good, you did really well up to this point. But were you setting the checkpoint where you set it instead of right here, which is where the respawn should be? You have created an I quit moment in your game. And you don't want to do that. If you can at all avoid it, you shouldn't. But unfortunately, we are kind of in the position where that is precisely what has transpired. Like, you were doing great with the pacing until right now. But you chose the most emotionally tense moment to do it, meaning that it takes me so long to get back into the action that I actually kind of start to become reluctant to act on it. And that should just not happen. I hate to sound like I'm getting cheeky about it, and I guess in a way I kind of am. But yeah, like, it's a little frustrating. And like, bro is in no big hurry to leave. He's like, oh, I'm gonna tiptoe through the tulips. It's that old guy from earlier. So we're gonna try to escape the house. Need to get out of here. If you notice me, run to my neighbor for help. So again, I don't really have a way of gauging where he is in his pattern, if he indeed has a pattern. There's two doors I can use to escape, and I can't run, which is going to complicate things. Before he caught me at the base of the stairs. So if he has a set pattern, he should be pretty close to visible right now. Oh, that's showing me that's interactable. Yeah, he's not coming. That's got to be scripted then. Upside to moving so slow as I can literally just bounce back up. Yeah, no, he gets you no matter what. That's a dead end. That's a scripted event, and he just gets you no matter what. So that's not an ending. Like, I don't know what you think you're doing. I'm going to be honest. I feel like you really kind of dropped the ball right at the last second, which unfortunately, Ollie knows worthy games is kind of the worst place to drop the ball. I like the general pacing. I like that you keep things kind of slow. You make the player wonder, is this going to be it? Is this going to be it? You make them second guess themselves. You set up some intrigue plot lines. You explore them in a way that makes the player drop their guard until it matters. And then you run into the split. But the split is so slow. Like, you have set it up to be way, way, way too sluggish. You have taken that otherwise good slow pacing and turned it into bad slow pacing. And honestly, I would immediately set out to rectify that, or at least to make it where the negative option pays off much, much, much faster and in a much clearer way. The player has no means of knowing as to whether they've made an honest mistake or if that's scripted until it's too late. And so I would set out to fix that. And otherwise, I think what you have here is a really great game. I kind of liked the silly dialogue that we had with all the trick-or-treaters, and it's just this very simple, like, straightforward story in all other respects. Like, fix the pacing in that last event, like I said, and I think what you have here is going to be a great short form and easy to return to Halloween kind of experience. Another thing you might want to consider is having just like a trick-or-treat mode. Like, skip that final bit altogether and just have like goofy dialogue with like random people coming and getting candy from your house. Kind of like more in the vein of like Kiosk in that respect. But otherwise, this was really good. I'm going to leave a link down below. You guys can try it for yourselves. This has been the Hipster Snek, and I'm going to see you guys next time.